Hey, greetings everybody. We are going to do an update on Social Security, disability, and retirement. Basically, in my past videos, we've talked about being above 55 and that the rules change with Social Security. Typically, they look for 5 things. They look at your age, your education, your past relevant work, and your main medical conditions, and whether you meet a medical listing. So typically, you're going to get a certain amount per month, and that you can call Social Security, or you can set up an account, SSA.gov, and you can see what you're going to get if you do win disability. So that's where the financial planning for retirement and the disability come together. So I focus in on whether I think you're going to win disability and not be able to do your past relevant work if you're above 55. And Josh Scanlon, for example, is looking at, okay, if you get $2,700 a month and you have back benefits that you win and you have other benefits, what are you going to need for retirement? And then will you have health insurance, and when will Medicare kick in? I can help you figure that date out. But ultimately, the planning involved is what a certified financial planner does. And the disability, I'm mainly asking the question, will the judge be convinced that you can't do your past relevant work? So, for example, are your mental and physical limitations in terms of how you function on a regular basis going to prevent sustained competitive work in your job that you have been doing or you've done in the last 15 years? So people call me and they say they're 60, am I going to win? Well, you can get denied even after you turning 55, because they're looking to see, can you do your old job? So the very simple question that I ask people to say to their doctors is, based on what you know about me and my medical condition, both mental and physical, will I be able to go back to work full time? Do they think within the next 12 months you're going to be able to return to the level where you can do your job on a sustained basis at a competitive level? And if the doctor says no, they don't think with all your flare-ups and bad days and other complications, you'll never be able to do work. And they also look at how many days you would miss, total days. So we call it bad days. If you have more than 2 bad days a month, that's a pretty good indication you're not going to be kept around. I mean, sometimes people do have great relationships. They've worked for a company for many years and they'll let things slide. And if they obviously have benefits, they're going to honor the comp time being off. But there comes a point, if you use up all your comp time and you miss work, some employment, that's going to be the reason to lay you off or to fire you. Thank goodness right now with such demand for employees, I'm sure employers in general are overlooking issues that they didn't overlook in years past. So that's a good news for you. So if you can work, work. If you're really thinking about you can't work, or you're coming to the end of a time where you think you can work full time, you can call me and we can go through whether you're going to have the medical evidence and the documented limitations and objective findings and testing to win disability. Not that I know for sure, but I can give you a good idea of how well your chances are, and then at that point you can make a decision, and then you can talk to Josh about, okay, if I win $2,800 a month, what do we do, because I won't be working for the same employer anymore, and the other thing is you won't get Medicare right away. It's 29 months from the date of disability. So there's going to be a gap, and that's really big to talk to Josh about what health insurance can I afford, what do I do in the meantime until Medicare kicks in. So that's a big thing for everyone to think about when you're trying to weigh, okay, is it time for me to call it quits and to basically retire on Social Security disability? That's what we call it. And so if you have questions, feel free to call me. And also, if you've got financial planning questions, call Josh or someone like Josh, who is a certified financial planner. So I've been doing some TikToks, and I've made my slogan, don't skip the lawyer. And I'm also saying don't skip the financial advisor as well. So don't skip someone like Josh if you're trying to plan out the financial aspects. But call me about Social Security disability or long-term disability if you get denied, or if you've been in an auto accident or a serious truck crash. I'll be happy to talk with you. So thank you so much.